So now what we'll see is what was required based on the previous class immediately before you. This was how their MA64 1-minute video was submitted. Despite my very clear instructions, they didn't submit the file itself. They just uploaded the file on YouTube. So let's just watch from the link. Just checking. You hear the sound, right? Naririnig ba yung sound? Let's play.
Yes.
We will serve you in a way only a Filipino can. And stay refreshed, sharp, playful, happy, connected.
So you can take care of what matters.
We know the tiny details can be huge for you. Is it soft? Is it safe? Is it picture perfect? Is it done? Is it the right moment?
Designed for the needs of our discerning business and leisure travelers, our club lounge includes continental breakfast, afternoon tea, evening cocktail, playground as a dedicated play and learning space open for children and kids at heart.
So I'll just replay just to highlight a couple of points. If you notice, the brand is there from start to finish. The problem is clear.
Stay refreshed.
The USP
only
is
a Filipino can.
mentioned.
Stay
The primary target market is
Playful.
mentioned, although this can be
Happy.
reflected as part of the text
Connected.
here rather than
So-
separate.
for you. Is it soft? Is it
There's
safe?
sync between
Is it
what
picture
you see
perfect?
and what's being
Is it
mentioned.
done?
And then also at the end page, how do you contact the brand? Okay, so those were the key highlights I'd like to mention. Again, it's below 1 minute. I think the struggle of this group was they were trying to, or they were tied down with the visuals already with the hotel. Okay, so actually, yes, it's a source of material, but they were bogged down with this. So how was this scored based on the rubric? No, so USP was mentioned, but if I ask you to recall what was the USP, you'll miss some things because they were not organized in a way that will help you remember. The primary target market is there because they mentioned it and it's in the visuals, but still there's inconsistency. We don't see it very clearly. Some of the text, audio, and video were not fully synced. The problem was mentioned, but it wasn't big enough to convince me that they know the problem. And then yung brand was shown from start to finish. All right. So this is the rubric. Please try to follow this as closely as you are, as you can, and see how this one scored 68 out of the total of what, 40, 50, 80 points. No? So that's one execution, and this was the one of the better ones. This is a second example of a 1-minute commercial. So again, let's play it.
Northern Star Energy Corporation, your end-to-end fuel solution. Our company continues to move forward and forge on to extend to retail and commercial industrial sectors. N-Star operates across the Philippines and is engaged in the different segments of the energy and convenience industries. Here are the main industries we serve. We are engaged in the point-to-point land transport of petroleum products across the Philippines. With Northern Star, we offer 360-degree fuel facility management with dedicated trucks that deliver products from depots to customers with qualified manpower and regular preventive maintenance and inventory management. At Northern Star, our customers benefit with the convenience of our services, high-quality products, and on-time delivery. Here at Northern Star, we provide end-to-end fuel solutions which enable the business to grow and strengthen its partnership with major players in the country. Contact us and let's discuss our solutions.
Right. So again, quickly show going back versus the
Star Energy
rubric. Do you
Corporation.
see the brand? Yes. Actually, the company
Solution.
overview might
Our
not.
company
They spent very small time on that, but this is the problem. Very clear what the problem is, what the problems are, um, where they're solving it, what industries they're serving, no? So ito yung target market and what they offer as the unique selling proposition. So in-house delivery, facility management, and so on. So very clear. Maybe there's room to reduce the number of text because you can't read all the text very quickly. So this is good for a PowerPoint, but for video, over text. And then you still see the brand. The brand is across all the slides. So you know what they're talking about. There's a reason to believe. There's the current clients. And again, in the end, a way to contact them. Okay, so that was the execution, again, under 1 minute. So if we go back to the presentation, going back to the presentation, again, the USP can still be improved. The target market was clear. There was more sync. The pain is clear, but can still improve. And the brand was shown from start to finish. No? So essentially, how the first one scored well. I was very sticking to a very high standard for this because I also exerted extra effort to explain and demonstrate what was needed. For a 1 minute commercial, you only have limited time. So you do have to focus on the key USPs, which some of it are okay for PowerPoint, but for your video, which has more limited time and visual ability of the reader, you should make it more concise, but still complete and appeal to the target market. No, so that's where great room for improvement. And again, make sure that the emphasis is on the problem of your target market. Okay, so that's the MA64 execution. In 1 minute, you'll be able to demonstrate whether you really understand the three key elements: the problem, the USP, the problem of your primary target market, and what you are selling to them, or what's your unique sales proposition. Right, so that's MA64. For MA63, we have the Unli PowerPoint. So the SEDA one we'll use again, but there's a more general grading for the PowerPoint. It's in 4 categories, not as detailed as the others. Does it have the 11 mandatory elements? Is the content, not just having the elements there, is it correctly explained? Was the story selling principle used? And was there an appendix showing other parts which weren't included in the main body of the presentation? So they scored 92.5 out of 100. Let's just quickly browse through. So obviously where they were having a gap was the correct fill up or use of the some of the elements, the 11 mandatory elements. So let's see how it looks.
Manila Bay experience. There is nothing like
So,
SEDA.
so the
A sample
PowerPoint
execution
was,
using the
again,
11
this is a
marketing
simple,
plan by the
complete
Red Valor
one.
Consultancy
I would have
Services.
wanted a picture of the hotel there, no, so that you can actually see how it looks like and the environment. That could have made it a bit better.
Let me introduce.
So no names of the presenters on the first slide, which is cluttered, the executive summary. But on the
Let me
second
introduce
page,
our
this
team.
is the
We are
group
comprised of
members with their
strategic,
pictures and their
multitasker,
affiliations
learner,
and their
risk taker,
main
and
DNA.
purpose-driven
So
individuals,
that's
namely
okay. That's the
Oliver, our mission.
recommendation.
For the
And the third
11P
slide is
marketing plan,
basically an
first we provide
outline.
a profile of our PTM
So let
as
me
young
just.
professionals
So
with or
it's
without
speaking, no.
kids.
So it was
The
not a
kids' age
generic
ranges from
profile.
1 to 8
There's
years old.
description
The
in
problem
the
of Ting is to find an
in each of
affordable
it.
business and
Okay.
family-friendly hotel
So
in the Philippine entertainment.
let's look at the
Our
individual
products are
elements.
top quality rooms,
These
facilities,
are the
and
11
amenities.
elements.
For price, let us
Okay.
identify and take a closer look at each item.
So correct
First,
primary
the
target
profile of our
market.
primary target market is Mark and Jane, young professionals with kids. So the PTM includes
Okay.
couples
So
between
correct
30 to
target
40 years
market.
old with
I would
or
have
without
preferred,
children.
again,
If
just
they
as a
have
tip
kids,
to you, put
the
a
age
picture
range is from
what
1 to
Mark
8
and
years
Jane
old.
looks like.
They are
I
also
would take away the
professionals
C.
who frequently attend
This is
business
not for a
meetings and
C
events.
market. A C
They
market
are in
is
the
not part
ABC
of the primary
demographics
target
and live
market
in Greater
of
Metro
a
Manila
hotel.
area.
8,
They
I would
also
put
love
who are
spending
willing
time
to
together
spend
and enjoy
a
staycations
certain
with
amount
premium
per night
amenities for
to
kids.
stay in this hotel.
So,
Okay.
what is Mark and
Uh,
Jane's perennial problem? They need
okay.
an affordable business
So
leisure or bleisure hotel in Entertainment City. They
okay.
want to
Best
combine the
value for
opportunity
money,
of
but
being
how
able to
much per
work
night?
and attend
Is
business
the couple
meetings
willing to
while having a
spend?
safe and
And would they
enjoyable
spend
family
what?
time
2
with their
nights,
kids.
3 nights
The couple is also
at a
looking for a
time? No,
hotel
so
that is
that's
family-friendly
the
with premium
that's
amenities for the
what's
kids.
missing as far
A
as the
bleisure
content
hotel that has
of
direct access to a
describing the
mall, which should
problem
also
and the
be
target
conducive.
market.
Mark and
So the
Jane's
present
present
solutions are
choices
the two
include
competitors.
trying a
Actually,
service
there's a third
residence hotel,
solution. Just
such as
do a
Citadines,
staycation at
or
home.
booking at the lowest
You
price
don't want
hotel,
to
which is
spend that
King's.
much and still be with your
Or they
family.
can try
You
SEDA
can
Manila Bay
stay at
Hotel.
home. But
Imagine
more than just the logo, because you can't really imagine the logo, what it stands for. So I would prefer either the rooms or the hotel view in addition to the logo for the present choices. And again, a third option, which is to staycation at home.
Imagine a place where business
Okay.
and leisure blend seamlessly. SEDA Manila Bay's USP is precisely that.
So
It is what we call a bleisure hotel, combining the best of
again,
both
this
worlds.
is where it's lacking.
Nestled
It's
within
a
Ayala Mall and situated in the heart of
leisure,
Entertainment City,
business, and
SEDA
leisure
USP
hotel.
is an oasis for
But
both the business traveler
so
and the
you,
vacationing family.
obviously you don't
With
do business
affordability
on
in mind,
weekends.
SEDA's USP
So
ensures that your
the
stay is
frequency or the occasion
cost-effective
of use will
without
be during
compromising
the
on
weekday
quality.
or maybe
For
Friday,
families,
Saturday,
the hotel
where
boasts
the
premium amenities tailored
parent
for
could go
children,
to business
ensuring that
meetings
the
or
little ones
conference
are
while the
just as
kids
catered to as the
stay
adults.
in the same
And for the
room.
business-minded
What
among
would
you,
also be
SEDA's
useful here
USP
is to
location is
identify who
strategic.
is paying
It is
for the
ideal
room.
for hosting
Is
and
it the
attending
company because
high-quality business
the
events with
Jack,
state-of-the-art
Mark, and
facilities
Jane
and
are on
services to
business, or
ensure
is
your
it
event
them
is a
paying for
success.
it
And let's not forget,
on out of their
SEDA is
personal
not
pocket?
just a name. SEDA's positioning strategy is
So
premium amenities at a good
so
price.
again,
In the first plot, we are
better
using a
here
2 by
if
2
the
matrix
price
wherein our
range
two
is
key
more
differentiators are price and
clear.
amenities.
Diba?
SEDA
Instead of
provides
affordable price, what is affordable
I
price?
can't hear you properly po. Can you mute the video na lang?
price.
I
Kingsford
can't eh.
offers just the basic
I
amenities
can't.
at
So
affordable price, while Citadines offer basic amenities plus the fully
it's
equipped
in the
kitchen
PowerPoint
for a
eh. I'm
high
playing a
price.
PowerPoint
Moving on to the benefits
na may
map.
narration. No?
First, we plotted the
So
points of parity. Here we can
let's
see that
work
SEDA
with
is on
this.
par with
Thank
its
you for the
competitors
feedback.
in terms of
But
offering a
this
place to
is
rest,
the
transfer
positioning
services,
matrix,
perks and rewards.
points of parity,
Now we'll move
points
to
of
the points of
differentiation,
differentiation.
what it.
SEDA is differentiated
So
for
this is
being the
good.
only hotel situated in
Just
Macau.
as the
It
headline can
also has
be
a
better
competitive advantage.
described,
Based on our research, the
and
combined
this is
market
how
demand
they
for business and
computed
leisure
for
from the
their
from the
market
monthly
size.
market size of 167 million pesos,
Kasi they
SEDA
didn't
Manila
submit
Bay
the
aggressively
PowerPoint
targets to
without
get a
audio.
big
They submitted it
35%
with
of
the
the pie,
narration.
which is
So I don't
equivalent to
have a
58
copy of
million
just the
pesos monthly.
PowerPoint.
The
So
market for
peso
SEDA Hotel is
market
notably diverse,
size
which includes over
and uh again, the key mistake here, which I actually emphasize to them, don't settle on a monthly market size, convert it into annual market size. I mean, market demand. The market size is 100 million, so it's 1.2 billion a year. Translated to that, and also the demand for the company, which is 20 times 12. Okay, so because we operate on annual budgets.
Overall, from the combined 267, SEDA Manila Bay will offer an alternative to the surrounding casino hotels, a business and family-friendly non-gaming hotel option that is affordable. Our product is designed to cater primarily to families and
So
tourists.
these were
be it
just
for leisure or
pictures
business.
of
SEDA aims to offer a
the
place where you can
services.
rest and
You can
relax, play and
make
bond,
this
meet
better
and connect,
by saying what's the
conduct
difference in
business,
their product
wine and dine,
strategy or in
explore
their
the city,
service
and
strategy.
celebrate every
What makes
single
it different
milestone in life.
from their
Ensuring
competitors?
competitiveness with the offerings of other hotels, SEDA Hotel Manila Bay will
Okay.
provide top
So the
quality
sync
rooms and
could be
facilities
better.
for a
The text
complete and
and
relaxing
the
stay.
visual
An
can
elegant
appear
lobby
better,
lounge, guest
and
rooms and suites, perfect for families and business travelers, restaurants, gym, fitness center, and a spa, and a swimming pool for but differentiating itself from others as
so
a product
just
strategy, SEDA
playing
Manila
the
Bay will be the only hotel to provide premium amenities for family bonding and business needs. It will feature a game room and playroom where Mark and Jane and their kids. All these set SEDA Manila Bay apart from the rest, making it the
premium
affordable
amenities.
business leisure hotel with premium amenities. SEDA's rate is 9% higher versus Kingsford, but 17% lower compared to Citadines. At the rate of 6,000 pesos, SEDA Manila Bay
So
hotels
this is the reason
will
I
be able to
mentioned
enjoy
that
a
this is not for a
well-appointed
C
guest room
family,
with a large spread of buffet breakfast
because
options for adults and
5,500 per
kids.
night
It will
on
also
a
allow
promo
guests to enjoy the hotel's complete
is
amenities and
unaffordable for
premium
a C
offerings for
family
business and family
paying out
bonding.
of pocket. But
Thus,
if it's the
making it the
company that's
affordable
paying
and
for
value
it
for money
and the
hotel,
family is
providing
tagged
remarkable
along,
business and family experience.
because the room is
SEDA
already
Manila Bay
there,
is at the
then that's
epicenter of
also a
entertainment
difference.
city, known for its lively ambiance and variety.
Okay, so
SEDA Manila Bay is at the epicenter of entertainment city, known for its lively ambiance and variety of entertainment
so rather
choices,
than just
attracting
describing it,
tourists and
perhaps a
locals alike.
map
An
shown
added perk is
here,
its direct
and
connection to Ayala Malls
besides the
Manila Bay,
physical
giving
place,
guests immediate access to
place
shopping
strategy
and
means
dining without
more
leaving
than
the
that.
hotel.
No,
In
so
terms
when
of
I scored
accessibility,
the
SEDA Manila Bay
mandatory
is well
elements
connected
is
via
lower
public
than the perfect
transportation,
score
offering guests
because
hassle-free
kulang
commuting
ng drill down
options.
dun sa
For
strategies.
international travelers
So
and those
place is not
arriving
just
by
the
sea,
location,
the
right?
hotel is conveniently close to Ninoy
Diba?
Aquino
It's not just the
International Airport
location
and Manila
of the
Harbor
hotel.
Port.
It's how you
Additionally,
reach your
its
target
vicinity
market
includes amenities and attractions
as well.
like church. Ayala, by the name
So
itself, is already a
promo
very recognizable
strategy
brand. The
again
brand
can be
association is
better.
clearly to the advantage of
So
SEDA.
this is
Being
good.
an
This
Ayala
is
company,
outstanding. Can be better presented.
SEDA recognizes that not everybody is online. Also, the impact. The Panalo winning
Okay.
strategy is
So
providing the
the
Marks
Panalo
and Janes,
strategy,
our
just
young
choose
professionals, a
one
choice
among the
above the
three. Why are
ordinary.
they different?
Whether for business or for family, for just a
Pero
couple
dito
or with
again,
kids, or
it's
maybe
not
just opting to
clear
mix
who
business with pleasure,
spends
SEDA
and who
provides the products and
chooses for the
services that they
hotel.
deserve. A hotel at the
Ano,
center of the
is it out
entertainment
of
city
pocket
and a
or
door to
courtesy
access
of
the
the
mall.
company?
SEDA has everything that the
Okay.
young professional Mark and
So
mommy Jane
medyo
need
it's
to enjoy the
confusing unless
comforts
you
of home
ask
without the
them.
shores.
But by
Doing
itself, it's
business or a
not clear
quiet
who's
escape.
paying for the hotel.
In summary, for the
So
SEDA Manila
this is
Bay
the summary
experience,
again.
RPTM
Good
refers to
non-generic
young
summary, but the
professionals
peso
with or
market
without
should be
kids.
annual.
Their products refer to top quality and one more. Be the first to enjoy the SEDA premium
So it
experience.
was opening at
SEDA
the
Manila
time.
Bay experience.
So that
There
was the
is nothing.
main. I mentioned there's an appendix where you can put other stuff, which if you put in the main presentation will distract it. So here's the competitor number one. Here are their prices, the locations. Would have been nice to have at least this and where said the hotel is also, just to have that in the main report. Okay. So again, going back to how they were scored, they just missed on the content of the mandatory elements. Were the 11 elements there? Yes. Story selling principles. Actually, if I was very strict, I could have not given the full mark. Was there an appendix showing enough material about the competitors and other computations like the peso market size? Yes. So you have to be very aware that these are the rubric scorecards for the PowerPoint requirement. Okay, so now we go to the 15-minute video. Let's see what we have for this so that you can learn. Again, I'll not play it in full. Let's see what we can get from this.
SEDA, Manila Bay Experience. There is nothing like SEDA, a sample execution using the 11P marketing plan by the Red Valor Consultancy Services. Let me introduce our team. We are comprised of strategic,
Just fast forward. That's the generic outline. Let's look at the profile.
First, the profile of our primary target market is Mark and Jane, young professionals with kids. So the PTM includes couples between 30 to 40 years old with or without children. If they have kids, the age range is from 1 to 8 years old. They are also professionals who frequently attend business meetings and events. They are in the ABC demographics and live in Greater Metro Manila area. They also love spending time together and enjoy staycations with premium amenities for kids.
Okay,
SEDA,
so
Manila Bay Experience. There is nothing.
Sorry. If I stop. So may consistency, no? Mamili ka na. Kasi if it's a B-leisure, business with leisure, who would enjoy it more? Certainly couples with children. Tanggalin mo na yung without children. They can be part of the target market. But the ones being shown as the reason for bringing children, the game room and all that stuff, it's really for young professionals with kids who are attending a conference on a Friday, Saturday, or on a weekday paid for by the company. That can be the complete profile of their primary target market. Okay, so they have the liberty to choose. The company is not choosing for them, and they will choose this because it gives them all the advantages that will being shown.
Time together and enjoy staycations with premium amenities for kids. So what is Mark and Jane's perennial problem? They need an affordable business leisure or bleisure hotel in Entertainment City. They want to combine the opportunity of being able to work and attend business meetings while having a safe and enjoyable family time with their kids. The couple is also looking for a hotel that is family-friendly with premium amenities for the kids. A bleisure hotel that has a direct access to a mall, which should also be conducive for business meetings, events, and gatherings, which is definitely not a casino hotel. And the hotel must provide the best value for money. Mark and Jane's present choices include trying a service residence hotel such as Citadines, or booking at the lowest price hotel, which is Kingsford. Or they can try SEDA Manila Bay Hotel. Imagine a place where business and leisure blend seamlessly. SEDA Manila Bay's USP is precisely that. It is what we call a bleisure hotel, combining the best of both worlds. Nestled within Ayala Mall and situated in the heart of Entertainment City, SEDA USP is an oasis for both the business traveler and the vacationing family. With affordability in mind, SEDA's USP ensures that your stay is cost-effective without compromising on quality. For families, the hotel boasts premium amenities tailored for children, ensuring that the little ones are just as catered to as the adults. And for the business-minded among you, SEDA's USP location is strategic. It is ideal for hosting and attending high-quality business events with state-of-the-art facilities and services to ensure your event is a success. And let's not forget, SEDA is not just a name, it's a promise. The brand guarantees a memorable experience for all its guests, ensuring that every stay is unique and unforgettable. Whether you're into business, pleasure, or a delightful blend of both, SEDA has everything you need and more. SEDA's positioning strategy is premium amenities at a good price. In the first plot, we are using the 2x2 matrix wherein our two key differentiators are price and amenities. SEDA provides premium amenities plus the kids' playroom, game room, and meeting rooms at an affordable price. Kingsford offers just the basic amenities at affordable price, while Citadines offer basic amenities plus the fully equipped kitchen for a high price. Moving on to the benefits map. First, we plotted the points of parity. Here we can see that SEDA is at par with its competitors in terms of offering a place to rest, transfer services, perks and rewards, access to parking, and being near the entertainment city. Both SEDA and Kingsford are hotels ideal for business meetings with the presence of function rooms for product launches or business events, while both SETA and Citadines provide relaxing ambience. In the table, we can see that
So I'll
SEDA's
not
position
play
is
everything,
geared towards
guys.
premium business and leisure
We saw it earlier, no? So clean storytelling is not a concern. It's really the drill down on applying the 4Ps. Are they just again showing what these are, or they're
holding a
really
brochure,
benefiting
or
from what
Jane
we
following
discussed
her
in the
favorite
book,
celebrity.
the theory part of each of the 4P strategy. So yun yung again room for improvement for this report. No? So again, to confine with the 15 minutes, there's no mention of the appendix. They just concentrated on telling the story this way. So nothing fancy.
Like celebrity ambassadors and
But again, as far as content is concerned, could have been better
SEDA
on the content.
recognizes that
Right. So if we go to again the presentation, 15-minute video. So here's how they scored. Actually, it will be very close to how you score versus the PowerPoint. So really the PowerPoint is a good base, is the mandatory base for your video. So if you make it good there, it's just again narration and syncing, and you will probably get a very good score as well on the video. So looking for the elements, are you telling it in a compelling way? Are you within the 13 to 15 minute time frame? And also the execution as far as the story is concerned. So really the content is the first part, 140 points. The execution is 45 points. And this is how this group scored. Again, as differentiated from the other rubrics, which are very, very specific to the point of redundancy. This is a consolidation of how all of the story selling principles are executed and how deep the elements are. So dito, the lack of drill down on the elements is shown by a non-perfect score for that. Okay, so still 167 out of 200 score. And then let's go to the next one. The next one, just to have a point of comparison, is about the second commercial, which is the fuel service. So nandito ba siya o nandito? That's the 1 minute. Okay. So this is the 13 to 15 minute video report. Again, I'll fast forward through some parts so that masyadong malaki. Yeah, true. Let's just play it like this so I can easily control.
Good morning. We will be presenting our 11P marketing plan for Northern Star Energy Corporation. Before we proceed, I would like to briefly introduce our team. We have Karen Breton from Metro Bank, Bimental from Walter Mart, Rach Ko from Northern Star Energy.
So we know that. It's the second part.
The company had humble beginnings, starting out with just 15 Caltex service stations, and eventually it also partnered with Filipina Shell and gradually built up additional capabilities to complement
So
its
this is
fuel
not
distribution
necessary.
business. Next, let's go through the outline of our 11-point marketing plan. First, for the profile of our potential target market, we identified Rarara Mining Corp, or RMC for short.
So this is a hypothetical company, but to describe it, they mentioned how much it consumes every month, because not every customer consumes that amount or more. So that's part of the outline.
RMC,
Again, you can mention all the elements of the outline or just show that you know what it is, no, without having to
ninth
mention
is
all
the
of it.
company's place strategy, which aims to
Because
deliver
here,
fuel
if you
to
notice,
RMC
we're on the
and other
3-minute mark
customers in a
out
consistent,
of
timely
14,
manner.
and we're still just on the
10th, we
outline.
see that Northern Star
Diba?
relies on its
So
online
that's not
presence
a
and
fair
market
part to
saturation
it,
for
no?
its promos to
4
communicate
minutes
with
for the outline
customers
and 10 minutes
such
for the
as
body and the
RMC.
summary.
And finally, for their Panalo strategy, we will see that Northern Star pursues differentiation by serving as a one-stop shop
So
for
dapat yung
RMC's
intro,
fueling
1-2
needs.
minutes max, and then
Now,
focus
let's discuss RMC's
on the
profile in greater
elements.
detail. As mentioned, RMC is a heavy user of diesel and deals with separate logistics companies on top of their fuel suppliers. Since neither offers supporting services, they do these themselves, which includes management and monitoring. RMC wants to focus on its core business, so it's willing to spend extra for a service provider. Being a mining company, their operations site is far from the fuel supplier's depot, so they rely on long-haul delivery services, running the risk of quality issues while in transit. Finally, management would rather not commit a large sum for capex as they prefer to stay liquid given their inherent price volatility of the resources they mine.
Okay, so if you notice, the description here is so much better than the SEDA one, because here there are many industries that consume a lot of fuel, but by describing the primary market, which has these characteristics, you can see that the offering of this company will answer all of these needs. No, the amount, the non-willingness to have capex, the issues on being far from the city, the long-haul delivery. These are all things that make the offering of the brand of the company the ultimate solution, the best solution for this target customer.
Next, we take a look at RMC's pain points. They frequently experience late deliveries due to the long distance between their fuel supplier and their operation site. The long transit time also increases the risk of quality issues as the fuel can be contaminated during this period. These alone makes their current scheme cost inefficient. They need to talk to different companies to cater to their fuel needs, delivery, servicing, and the like. Having to deal with fuel supply management also ties down their manpower resources. These factors can potentially delay operations if they happen often enough.
So those problems could have been featured very clearly in the 1-minute commercial. Some of them were. You don't have enough time in the 1-minute commercial to show all 6. So selecting which are the biggest problems would be sufficient in the 1-minute commercial.
We now assess RMC's present solutions. First, they can avail fuel from a nearby supplier to minimize late deliveries, but the price will be higher and the brand is not as credible in terms of quality. They can also buy from a credible supplier and deal with third parties for logistics, but this currently results in late deliveries, do-it-yourself services, and inefficient use of manpower, which makes this option cost inefficient. Finally, they can just buy from the cheapest supplier in the market, but they risk quality and supply will likely be unreliable. From here, Northern Star can come in and add value, as it can provide RMC not only with a reliable fuel supply, but also the complementary supporting services which will allow RMC to focus on mining and outsource a non-core business activity. Northern Star also has its own fleet of trucks, allowing it to commit to deliveries, ensuring timeliness. Its nearby fuel facilities can also lessen the transit time and reduce the risk of quality issues. Finally, it can also build an on-site facility for RMC to ensure supply and provide an end-to-end fueling solution servicing on-site. In terms of market positioning,
So the flow of the problem to the unique selling proposition is very smooth. This is so much better than SEDA, but the gaps are similar as far as the other elements are concerned. No? If you go down to the drill down in the next parts of it, so this is the point of differentiation. That's fine. It's very clear already. Let's see the peso market size.
targeting a 20% market share, which translates to 18 billion pesos of annual revenues. For Northern Star's products and service strategy, these are coordinated by RMC's dedicated account manager, who oversees the service support provided to RMC. The account manager is also proposing a long-term fixed price contract to RMC so Northern Star can build an on-site fuel facility for them to ensure consistency in timeliness and quality. Pending that, Northern Star's in-house delivery fleet will cater to RMC's fuel needs. Any concerns RMC may have will be addressed by a 24-hour customer service support, and they can also regularly communicate with Northern Star via its online presence and through visits from its account manager. Here are some screenshots of Northern Star's website and
So I'll
Northern
just
Star
again
charges
fast
a premium,
forward.
given the additional services it provides. The
So
lowest
this is
price
where it
among the
was
three.
compared. How
In terms of
different the
place
price
strategy,
is.
for
Always have a
customers to switch fuel
percentage. No,
price
when you say
volatility,
premium, how
its
much more
pricing is
premium
middle of
on
the
a
pack.
percentage
Total,
or
like Northern
a
Star,
peso per
has
liter
its own
basis, so that
delivery
it's not
fleet.
just a motherhood statement.
Means RMC doesn't need to call a separate logistics company, making it more cost efficient, and they can get dedicated trucks and a more certain schedule. Northern Star can also build an on-site. Star reaches out to its customers through its online presence and through market saturation. In RMC's case, usually through calls and visits by its account manager.
So actually, again, the gap or the improvement here, diba, in the book, there's mass communication, digital communication, personal communication. So yung term na market saturation is not fundamentally correct. It's personal selling by its sales force visiting the company on once a month or once in 2 weeks, whatever. But it's not promotions, is not online presence and market saturation. So yun yung gap, room for improvement as far as saying that, hey, we know that the promo strategy is really about this. Rather than, ito kasi common sense language eh. Hindi siya fundamentally correct. That's why they didn't get full credit for this.
Finally, we can see that Northern Star's Panalo strategy is differentiation through its services, which include an in-house delivery fleet and site proximity, ensuring timely deliveries. the operation of fuel facilities for its customer, RMC, which allows them to focus on their core business, and its comprehensive support services such as manpower, storage, and maintenance. As a bonus, Northern Star also has an integrated management system, allowing it to be easily accredited by multinationals and large corporates. In summary,
So that's the
we looked
summary.
at
Again, you
the
don't have to
profile
read everything. Don't waste time. Just
at
show
Northern Star's
maybe
unique selling
some key
proposition.
parts of it or narrate some key parts of it
Northern Star also
just to
relies on
summarize
its
what you just
online
presented. But
that
this
Northern
particular
Star
one, if you'll
pursues
notice, out of the
differentiation
14 minutes,
through its
4 minutes
end-to-end
was the
fuel
intro
solutions.
and another 2 minutes was in the
Once again, this
summary.
is our 11P marketing plan for Northern Star, a fuel distributor.
Okay, so let's see how this was scored using the same rubric as that which will be used for you. Okay, so as far as the 11P elements, again, room for improvement after excellent is outstanding already. So that was no. So within time can be improved some parts of the story selling. So similar score of 167. Now, actually, I can make this very, very detailed, but at this stage, after having very rigid rubrics and very specific ones, these 4 categories are what you want to look out for when you do your report. So